Everyone's talking about a two-state solution. Palestinian state means peace for Israel. What's the truth?
Well, the truth is, it isn't working. Let me go through a list of times we've tried. The Madrid Conference in 91, Oslo in 93, the Hebron Agreement in 97, the Wye River Memorandum in 98, Camp David in 2000, Tabor Summit in 2001, Sharon's Roadmap for Peace in 2002, Aqaba. In 2005, we threw out every Jew from Gaza. All right. In 2008, we had a ceasefire with Hamas. We froze construction. Tell me, in 40 years, are we any closer to peace? I think not. Many of us think not. And maybe it's time to think another way. Maybe it's time to stop thinking about a two-state solution, which is not there, and to think about a one-state solution, Israel. There are going to be problems, there are going to be issues. But if we change the foundation and we change the premise, maybe we'll come up with something else. And maybe we'll solve some of the issues. And maybe if we're serious, the Palestinians will realize we're serious, and maybe they'll get nervous. I tell people, I think we should build and build and build and build. And tell the Palestinians, when you get serious, knock on the door, we'll start talking to you. But the bottom line is, this is Israel. There's no such thing as East Jerusalem, West Jerusalem. There's Jerusalem. Temple Mount is ours. Shechem is ours. Hebron is our history. Judea and Samaria belong to the Jews. You want to become citizens, you want to be part of it, fine. But the bottom line is that we cannot continue to talk to the Palestinian Authority, who are now working with Hamas, who only have one goal in mind, and that goal is to destroy Israel. So individuals have decided to start the conversation, and we encourage your listeners to go to www.onestateisrael.com. Join the conversation on Twitter, on Facebook, on the web, whatever the case may be. Join the conversation. Tell us your thoughts. Read the information. See what has worked and what hasn't worked. And maybe we can go back to a one-state solution, one-state Israel. And we should be in the homeland that has been ours for thousands of years. And we should continue that way. One state, one Israel.
What would happen to the Palestinian nationalist movement if Israel were to annex Yesha?
You know what? That's one of the issues. But if we assume that they are getting Jerusalem, Hebron, Judea and Samaria, we'll continue, because that's not enough for them. They want everything else. So let's change the premise. The premise is Judea and Samaria, Jerusalem, Hebron belong to the Jews. You have issues, you have problems, you have questions, we'll talk about it. Maybe we'll solve it, maybe we won't. Maybe they do want peace, maybe they don't want peace. But we have to change the basic conversation. The conversation has to be Israel, and we have issues. No longer can it be two-state solution, not going anywhere. Jews are being killed, Jews are being shot at. It's not working. If it's not working after 40 years, doesn't that tell us something? Doesn't that tell us maybe it'll never work?
If President Obama were to be re-elected without any threat of losing another election, what kind of pressure do you suppose he would put on Israel?
Unfortunately, I think he'd put a lot of pressure on. But I think it's time for Israel to stand up and say, this is our security, this is our people, this is our history. These are the lines that we don't cross. And I think we have to start saying that our security is more important than anything else. And anybody, any country, they have enough issues to deal with in their own countries. Let Israel deal with its own. They're the ones who have to live with the consequences, nobody else.